Prepare for Jamb Utme with just 14 days to go. Hello, champs. So it's just about 14 days before the exam you've been thinking about since you enrolled to sit for it. As much as we know that the ideal thing to do whenever we have an upcoming exam is to prepare adequately for it. There are many scenarios that can play out which hinders our adequate and efficient preparations. In addition to this, some of us still can't deal with procrastination. This post is not to condemn anybody. Rather, on the flip side, is to give you one last opportunity on how to still make up for the lost time, yet achieving similar results of someone who's been practicing for the exam from day one. The deal is not how long, but about how well. If you can score similar score with someone that's been practicing for same exam months ago, while you only began with 14 days to go, then you've really done well. Through this, it's achievable if you do as I tell you. Deal? Don't be in a hurry to answer me. At the end of the video, I will know what your answer truly is. So let's jump right into my buff plan to study and prepare for Jamb Utme in just 14 days. Step 1. Believe. Cast away every fear. Relieve yourself from duress and stress. Why is this important? It's super important because fear develops stress. Stress in turn positions the mind in a less optimal state. Remember, irritability is one of the characteristics of living things. Your body will respond to the stimulus of stress in an unfavorable way to your exam. Nobody likes stress. The brain will send signal to your body so that it declines whatever is giving you the stress in the first place. If this happens, you'll find that you lack the appetite to read and study in this period. The cycle continues. This leads to unpreparedness. Remember why you are even trying to prepare in this short period. It's because you didn't prepare early enough. Try to break this loop. Let me help you cast away every fear. Jamb Utme is just an exam. You can still get a lot done in 14 days following my unique formula. Step 2. Study with guides, CBT, and past questions. This step right here is the most important step. As we know, we got only 14 days left. You don't want to start reading for the first time this period. You end up wasting valuable time that you don't have. Let me tell you a story about my underlevel days in the University of Benin way back. While I was reading and preparing for exams, I knew folks who didn't even read every page of the textbook, nor knew even how to solve the questions. They would tell me the answer to a question without even putting pen to paper. They've seen and mastered more questions than I even did. These same people would finish the exam faster than you because they already know the answer to the questions as they see it. It saves time and energy, but here's the catch. University would sometimes tweak a question a little. This might end up changing the answer if one isn't smart enough to notice this. But thank God this is Jamb Utme. The questions have remained the same year in, year out. All you need to do is solve a lot of past questions, get acclimatized to the solutions. You're wondering now might be where to get proper study materials for this purpose. Don't worry, I told you earlier that I got you covered. At awoko.ng, we've put together Jamb Utme past questions with detailed and verified solutions, arranged topic by topic and year by year. What does this do for you? It gives you reach and coverage to all JAMB topics in a given subject with the most limited time. When you study with our guide, you get the questions JAMB has asked in a particular subject, grouped already by topic, and detailed solutions are also given. We will visit these steps later. Let's move on to the next step. Step 3. Practice under examination conditions. The importance of this step cannot be overemphasized. In fact, let me say this. You must practice under exam conditions. Practice under exam conditions. Practice under exam conditions. I've said this twice, not just for the sake of repetition, but for the sake of emphasis. You see, examination conditions are a bit different from a practicing situation. You must simulate this condition. The first difference you notice between a mere practice and a real exam is the fact that the exam is done under timed conditions. Secondly, the exam is done under strict invigilation. While practicing, you could afford to get distracted sometimes. You don't want this during the exam. Also, if you are used to working with scientific calculators during preparation stage, you should know that this isn't allowed in the exam. We know that this step is very important for preparing for this exam. So we at awoko.ng built our CBT program that allows you write your exam even before the day. Our CBT package simulates the exam conditions and the rules of the Jamb Utme. So you can practice writing this exam as many times as possible, provided you have access to the package. One very important thing to note here is that with every CBT exam trial, you get new sets of questions. How is this so? Our system has all Jamb past questions on our database. So what it does is similar to what Jamb does also. Jamb will not be setting new questions for you guys again. They already have question banks. So what happens is that the AI shuffles and selects new questions from the question bank every year. That's also what is obtainable on our package. This way, you can simulate several possible examination questions. Again, this isn't all. At the end of your exam, our system shows you your score, the questions you got wrong, and those that you also got correctly. You could visit step 2 to practice more, or you could decide to ask a tutor on our platform to solve and clarify some of the questions you got wrong. Now, step 4. Devote time to study for these 14 days and don't break the cycle. Remember why you are using this recipe in the first place. You have only 14 days left to your exam. Every day matters so much. In fact, time is a luxury you can't afford right now. Be deliberate. Set time out to study within these 14 days. If you want our timetable to study effectively during these 14 days, drop a comment on the comment section and we'll get it passed across to you. Step 5. Trust the process and give yourself merit badges for every day's practice you complete successfully. This step is important also in psyching your mind that you are doing well. Whenever you are done with practice for the day, buy yourself something. It doesn't have to be expensive. Something light, a bottle of cold beverage will do. Then look out for the next day's preparation. Step 6. Eat well, eat right, and rest well. There are some food that triggers tiredness in you whenever you consume them. This isn't the period you want to eat such foods. Be deliberate in what you eat. What you need now are foods that gives reading stamina and also boost serotonin levels in your body. There are foods that helps in retention of memory. There are the food types you want to consume, especially in this period. I don't have any plans of making this content too long, right? So in the next content, I'll be showing you how to use the platform I talked about here to study effectively. If this piece blessed you, do well to drop a comment in the comment section, leave a like and share it so that people like you might see it too. This study guide is applicable to all students sitting for Jamb Utme this year. So see you guys in the next video.